everyone, welcome back. I have Mina with me. I know it's been a while since I have done a video. This summer has been crazy. I've been enjoying it as much as I can, and I've just been really riding and resting because I really want to do this horse show in August. I'm gonna do a video today on, I had gotten my nose pierced. I had did a video that was like June 1st, and I had gotten a bump like on my nose, and it was basically going over my nose ring, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh great, now I have a keloid, like I'm gonna have to take it out and then deal with this keloid. It was more of like an irritation bump, which most of the time happens with nose rings. I went back to the piercer and he gave me a longer stud. It still didn't work. Now I'm super sensitive to a lot of things, so I couldn't do like the aspirin that they have you do, you know, crushed up aspirin or whatever, and like the tea tree oil, all of that would bother me. So I ended up coming across a video actually on YouTube, and I'll show you how to make it. It's a salt paste. I use this little, I think it's called like a pestle, and you can get it at like your local grocery store. Walmart has it. You can get it online with Amazon. It's just used to crush up things like herbs and salt, whatever you want to crush up really. You have to get sea salt, but make sure there's no iodine in it. So I got this. This is pretty granulated, so you have to crush it up into a powder. So I just like shake. You don't need a whole lot, but this is kind of coming out a little slow. So then you take this and you just crush it up until it makes a fine powder. Then what I do is I take this piercing aftercare that I got from my piercer, and you just basically want to put just enough to make a paste. You don't want to do a lot. See it at the bottom. Make sure you have your Q-tips, your cotton swabs. Make sure you clean around the area first with the cleaner that you get from, you know, the piercer. You don't want to use just like saline, I guess, because it's not the same thing. That's what my piercer told me. Oh, I wanted to say I also tried dipping my nose in salt water, and I was like holding it there. It was super awkward, but that did not work at all. So when I found this, I was like, oh, I could do salt. I'll just give it a try. So I'll make like a little paste, and you take it, you put it on your Q-tip. I'm not going to put it on now because I have makeup on. So you make sure this area is clean, and then you can just put it on there. You like glob it on there and you just have it sitting there. In like 3 days, it took it away. I had a huge bump literally going over my piercing. 3 days, not even kidding. The first time I did it, like the first day, I woke up in the morning because you got to clean it after you do that, and there was like a scab that came off, and it was significantly smaller. So I did it for 2 more days. By the 3rd day, I didn't have a bump, and I was so ecstatic because I didn't have to take out my nose ring. Make sure that if you do have one of those bumps on your nose, go to your piercer. Make sure that you don't need a longer stud, and if you do need a longer stud, they'll give you a longer stud, and then you can do this because it ended up needing more than just the longer stud, but that did help. So that's all you really have to do, and super easy. You can use this salt mixture for other cuts and wounds, like salt water from the ocean. That's super good. Obviously they have you clean it with salt water. So that's really all I wanted to share. Hopefully this works for you as well as it works for me. I don't know why it wouldn't. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll have more videos out for you. Bye!